Hi friends, it's Sarah Millerhouse here, and I am excited to share a new layout with you today for Cutfile Tuesday. I am going to be starting with the background, so I needed some time for the background to be able to sit off to the side to dry. So I started with that, and I am using all products from past color kits. So if you have ordered any of the past color kits, you could do this with any of the colors that you like. So I just pulled out a pink, some orange, and some yellow because I kind of wanted it to be a gradient of color going down the page. And so I pulled out some different products from past color kits, and I am just kind of playing with that to build kind of like a wash on the background. So I am focusing that on trying to kind of keep it like a triangular shape. So I want it to be smaller at the top and then smaller at the bottom and kind of full around the middle, and you'll kind of see why I'm wanting to do that as I start adding the layers on. So this, I did spill a little right there on my paper, but you know, with mixed media, no problem. I can just go back and add a little water and cover it up or wipe it off or whatever. So that works here. So I did add some water. That's what I'm spraying on right there. You can see, so I started with pink at the top, orange in the middle, yellow at the bottom. And then I did add some sprays of water just to help that color bleed down the page. And I just kind of had a paper towel every time I pick it up and try to get that to move. I do have a paper towel just to make sure I can kind of blot up any areas that are moving around that I don't really want to do that. So that's a pretty easy technique there. And then I just sat that off to dry. So here I took one of the pattern papers from the April main kit, and I am just punching out some of those circles. I have a circle punch that's a really perfect fit for that. And I'm going to be using those circles to embellish the layout here in a few minutes. So I punched those out, and then I'm using my Tim Holtz edge distresser just to rough up the edges of each one of those so that it looks a little more tattered and messy. I don't like anything to look too perfect on a layout, so I like to distress those edges. And then here, this is another piece of patterned paper from that April main kit. I love those blue polka dots. Tone on tone there, that color. So I just roughly cut around where I'm going to map my photos. If I were going to leave those edges straight, I would have used my paper trimmer, but since I'm just going to distress the edges anyway, they don't have to be perfect. So I did that first. And then this is the Cutfile that I'm going to be using. That's the focus of Cutfile Tuesday today. So this is the rainbow scallop background Cutfile, and I cut it on my Cricut at 11.5 by 11.5. So it goes almost all the way across the page. There is a little bit of border there on the side, but it goes almost all the way across. And then I'm going to be using just 3 of the rainbow scallops. So I'm going to be using it as scallops. I turned them upside down. So not, if you turned them the other way, it would look like rainbows, but I'm going to be using them upside down, and I'm using just 3 rows of them. So I'm going and adding some color, pink, orange, and purple. And then you'll see here, I'm going to cut them out really quickly. You'll kind of see how I'm doing that. So I'm cutting off the just the places where they connect so that it looks like just half circles or little scallops at the bottom. And then this is a Nouveau Glimmer Paste from a past color kit, and I'm going to be adding just the glimmer paste, the white glimmer paste, to the pink and the orange scallops. And then there was a purple glimmer paste or glimmer mist in the April color kit. So that purple I'm using on the purple scallop. And I did go through, you can see with my fingers right there, they're in those, in between the layers. It did, some of that glimmer paste did get kind of stuck in there. So I just used my fingers to poke in between there and get it out. So I set those off to dry, and my background is now dry. And I am taking some of the patterned papers from that April main kit, and I just tore some strips. So I'm tearing like 3 strips And the one on bottom is going to have more colors in the pattern. That middle piece is kind of a more solid tone on tone pattern. And then the top piece has more colors. So if you're going to use a lot of pattern papers stacked together, it does kind of help to have patterns that are a little bit busier or have more colors with a more solid color in between. That just kind of helps with all of that busyness that's going on, but you'll see at the final layout that lots of layers and colors and things don't bother me. So, but I do try to do busier with a more solid pattern and layer those together. So here I took the scallops that I painted, that I colored up first with the, sorry, and I don't think I mentioned, those were the Catherine Pooler inks from the most recent color kits. So I used 3 of those Catherine Pooler inks to ink the scallops first before I added the glimmer mist. So I just did a scallop, then a layer of pattern paper, then a scallop, then a layer of pattern paper, and so on to get all 3 of those on there. And then I added my photos in the center. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking embellishments and flowers and different things from the April kits, and I am creating a cluster on the bottom right of my photo. I'm working on that, and that's going to go kind of down the page there. I kind of want it to look like it's dripping. So I did combine paper flowers with fabric flowers. Those beautiful fabric flowers in the April kits, I absolutely love those. So I did kind of mix in those different types of embellishments. I love how that texture looks when you mix different things. And then I created another little cluster up there on the top left. And the glare from my light is making it kind of hard to see that there's that color. It looks like everything is just kind of sitting with nothing above it, but it does have, remember, that pink color that I put up at the top. So when I move the page around a little bit, you can see that it's kind of got a balance of color there. So I did skip ahead a little bit here. So I used those circles that I had cut out and punched. I used those circles to kind of poke in between the floral clusters, kind of around those floral clusters, and then also in between the layers of paper and scallops. I added a few of those circles there too. And I love how that looks. So combination of flowers and circles in those clusters, and it turned out really well. And then I used there's an orange alpha, little alpha in the Project Life kit. And I used that for my title, Love My Mom. So these are pictures from Mother's Day this year. I am not caught up on photos. I just skipped a whole bunch of things that I'm gonna have to someday go back and scrapbook. So I am going way out of order right now with scrapbooking pictures, but it's okay. I decided to let go of that chronological. I used to do everything in chronological order, and I have had a personality shift somewhere along the way and totally let go of it. So I'm tucking in a few more embellishments here. That's one of those journaling blocks that's from one of the ephemera packs in the April main kit. And then that little one that I stacked on top, layered on top of it, says make every moment count. So I thought that was perfect for a sweet Mother's Day with my family and my sweet mom. And then I added some hearts up there, added a clock down on the bottom right. And then here, so I spent all that time making that gradient of color pink to yellow, and then I covered most of it up, so you can't even see it. You can't even tell what I did there. But I did go back and add just a little bit of pink on top of the yellow. It was a little too yellow. So I went back and added some of that pink color on top of that. Just to make sure that it's kind of poking out around all of the stuff that I have on the layout going on. And then I'm going to use some Nuvo drops. And I did those in the centers of the flowers, and then also just around the clusters. I like to do little sets of 3 around the clusters, kind of tight together. And then in the middle of my flowers, sometimes I do 1 dot and sometimes I do lots of dots. Just kind of depends. And that just adds a little glimmer or a little sparkle and kind of helps tie everything together. So So there are lots of shiny elements on the background, and then on those scallops, I absolutely love the scallops. I love how pretty those are in real life, how much shimmer and shine they have. And then the flowers, and then you can see the pink up there. It's really hard to get a good photo of that, those Shimmers products because they're so shiny, but there is that final layout, and here are some close-ups for you to be able to see the colors. And I hope you will subscribe to the Hip Kit channel to follow along for more videos, and the information for ordering kits is below. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and thanks for following along. Be sure and add any questions in the comments below, and I will answer them. Bye, guys.